All right, welcome back. Now let's talk about that school in Kaduna. It's actually a primary school. If you remember, sometime in April this year, we actually went to Kaduna to see the situation of things in a community known as Kurmi. Kurmi in Kaduna is actually just a few kilometers away from the city center. It's very close to the city center. As a matter of fact, from the community, you'll be seeing the city center. Now, there's a river, of course, dividing the community and the city center. Of course, back in April when we visited the community, we saw the state of the hospital, very terrible. But another thing that caught our attention was the state of the only primary school in that community. The primary school, by the way, is known as LEA Primary School, Kurmi Kaduna. Now, this is exactly what the school looked like back then. You could see children now, I'm talking about the pupils now, taking lessons, sitting on the bare floor. And to make matters worse, that floor so very rough, terribly rough. As a matter of fact, we were moved to continue to stay on this story. We stayed on it, and eventually we got a response now from the government. Well, at least the State Basic Education Commission, that's SUBEB now, responded and said the commission was going to fix the school. After a while, the local government chairman too responded that he was going to try and fix the school. We did everything we could to get to the governor of that state, El Rufai. Of course, we sent several messages to his Twitter handle now. He did not respond, but we want to believe that something was done, that the governor probably did something behind the scene, because after a couple of months, the community, the people of the community actually called us to say work had actually started. And when work started, we had to go there to take a look at what was going on there at the time. This is maybe 2 or 3 months after we actually broke the story, and this is what we found back then. You could see people working, the school being renovated. I mean, the block now, the block of classrooms being renovated. Now, this is that same block we saw those pupils sitting on the floor. So the renovation took place, and just recently, a few days back now, the people of the community called us to come and see what had been done, and we had to go back, and this is what we found. The entire block of classrooms now completely transformed. This is what it looks like. No doubt, you know, it may not be the best of buildings anyway, but this is a dramatic change. It's a dramatic development. This is the kind of thing we actually want to see. This is actually what we campaigned for. This is actually what we wanted to see. This is what we wanted the authorities to do. And I must say kudos to the authorities, especially the authorities of Kurmi Kaduna local. That's the local government. I think that school, Kurmi Kaduna, is under Igabi local government area. So the chairman, we understand, is responsible for this. He actually decided, he took charge of the renovation and, of course, sent his men to go there. So this is courtesy of the local government chairman, of course. So it is a responsibility, anyway, of the local government chairman, because primary schools actually fall under the purview of local governments in this country. So the local government chairman responded, and the school has now been, not the entire school anyway, but that block of classroom has now been fixed. So it means the pupils can now take their lessons now, not under the rain, not beaten by the sun. It's a positive development. But of course, we do hope that seats will also be provided, because as you can see, the classroom is, well, there you can see the classroom virtually empty. There are no seats. There are no desks for the pupils to sit on. And of course, the block of classroom now has not been commissioned. We understand it is still going to be commissioned. So maybe before it is commissioned, the local government would, of course, fix a desk now in the classrooms, so that the pupils can actually take their lessons peacefully and in the way that it should be done. So we're waiting for when the commissioning would take place. we would also go back there to find out if the desk had been provided. But very quickly now, let's take a listen to what the head teacher of the school and the community, the youth leader of that community, had to say about this new development.
For long, we'll be crying for the renovation of this 4 classroom and 1 office. We are very grateful. May Allah continue to guide you to the right path. May Allah protect you. May Allah give you the good way to continue to do more to this society. Thank you very much, the Honorable Chairman. We are in their need of seats, each of about 300, because none of the classrooms are having seats. It's going to improve a lot because many schools, many of the pupils before now, they transferred to DEJI because there was no enough classroom for us to teach. So it's going to enhance more teaching and the basic education of the pupils in this community. Secondly, I have registered about 100 plus since the commencement of the building. So it's going to do a lot. All we need now is more chairs and more teachers so that his goodwill will be more accomplished.
Almost 15 years back, since 2000, this school has experienced a lot of problems. In fact, it is almost scrapped all. But due to the inventions of 360 TV Nigeria, now our dream begins to come true. We have nothing to say about 360 TV, but to thank them, most especially Oga DEJI, for his tireless commitment, tireless effort to see that our younger generation make a good futures. And also to see the development of our rural area, not only our rural areas, but for the entire nations. Because educating the children, it is just like you are educating the nations. So when the children lost educations at the grassroots level, in fact, the entire society or community has gone down. Chairman of the local government, he make our dream come true. And then now we are looking for him for the immediate commissioning of this project, because when you see now our children receiving a lesson on the ground outside, so now we are feel the chairman for the immediate effect to come and commissioning this new project.
Well, there you have the head teacher of the school and the youth leader of that community. And as you heard the head teacher say there, the school is still in need of desks and chairs for the pupils to sit and write on. So the school, of course, hasn't got desks and chairs. The head teacher made that very clear. And then you can imagine, because of the new development in the school, as the head teacher said, more pupils now want to enroll in the school. She said about 100 pupils now have enrolled in that school. And you have, before that, they had 300 pupils. So you add the new enrollment, 100 now to 300, that would be 400. So no doubt at all, they would definitely need desk and chairs to sit and write on. And something she also said, very important, they need teachers. They do not have enough teachers in the school. And of course, you saw some of the pupils taking lessons outside. The reason they are doing that is because that new block is actually where they're supposed to be taking lessons, but because it has not been commissioned and because it has not been commissioned now for use and you don't have desk and chairs there, they're not able to go into the classroom now to take their lessons. So we just hope that the chairman of the local government moves very fast to address that issue now, because we're still in the rainy season and it just doesn't make sense now for these pupils to be taking their lessons outside, waiting for when the building would be commissioned. But of course, we're giving credit to the local government and the local government chairman. We're saying thank you for doing this. Of course, more still needs to be done for that school. But at least this is a very positive step, and we must commend the effort. And we also had the youth leader as well. I mean, asking the local government chairman to come commission the block very quickly and then provide desk and chairs and, of course, teachers. So we hope that the local government chairman is watching. I'm talking about the local government chairman of Igabe local government area in Kaduna State. I think they call him Honorable Kamis. Hopefully, he would also listen to the cries of the community, the teachers of the school, and, of course, the pupils there. Commission the block of classroom, provide desk and chairs so that these children can learn under a very conducive environment. Fact is that these children are the future of not just that local community now, not just Kurmi community. They're the future of Kaduna State. They're also the future of this country. So let's do all we can to ensure that they get the best of education. Well, thank you very much for watching. That's it on the program. I'll see you again next week. But if you want to watch the program again, it's very simple. Just go to our website, tv360nigeria.com. You'll find this program and lots more there. And you can also follow us on our various social media platforms. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.